You've probably spent a lot of money on a pool, so let it be a dream and not a nightmare. This is the Dreame Z1 Pro Robotic Pool Cleaner. Now this not only goes down and cleans the pool, but it cleans the bottom, it cleans the walls, it cleans the water line, and it can do it in a very systematic order. Not only that, it will return back to the water line for you to retrieve it once it's completed the task and notify you on the app that it's done so. You also have a LiFi remote where you can actually communicate with this even when it's underwater with the simple push of a button. Let's dive in, take a closer look at this, and then we'll come back and let you know what we think. This is how you'll get your Dreame Z1 Pro Robotic Pool Cleaner. Very nice quick start guide, very large, easy to read. Instruction manual, more in depth. And then right here, this will be your pool hook, so you can hook on your pole to be able to fish this out when you need to. This is the LiFi remote. So if you get the Z1 Pro, you'll also get the LiFi remote, which enables you to actually remotely control this when it's underwater, and it's using technology that's not available through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. That doesn't go underwater, but this will. So it gives you a lot more flexibility in controlling this robot. That's a USB Type-C, Type A to Type-C to charge the remote. This is your charger, which is very handy because it just magnetizes right here to the top of the vacuum and recharges. So nothing to plug in, just when you pull it out, hook it up there, plug it into the wall, and then it recharges your vacuum. Yours will come bagged. We've already removed that. There's the Z1 Pro Robotic Pool Cleaner vacuum. So obviously it's going to vacuum the bottom and the sides of the pool and trap most of that, and also be able to scrub the sides, scrub the bottom, and anywhere it comes in contact. These are your different mode selections here. So if you look at these pictures, they're kind of self-explanatory. This will be basically cleaning your whole pool, the bottoms, the sides, and the water line. This will be just cleaning the bottom of your pool. This will be cleaning just the sides of the pool, and this will be cleaning just the water line. So you can select your different modes right here from the unit, from the power button and the mode button. Very easy to operate. To turn it on, just going to hold the power button down for a few seconds. You'll see the light up, and you'll see it go green, showing you your charge status, and then you'll see a blue light that's going to blink across each one of the modes. So you do have to select a mode. And now we've selected the whole pool. Press it again, it's just the water line, and so you can see I can select just right there from the mode button without any remote whatsoever. Now, once it's in the pool and it starts doing its thing and it returns home, there's a button right here, a large button that says press here, push this, the hood lifts up, and this is going to be your basket. Easy to pull out, there's no lock on it or anything else. The hood basically holds that down into place, easily slides back down, and again, you can lift up the handle and pull it out, close the handle, close the hood, and it's back and ready to go. So that's how you're going to empty all your contents once it picks up all the trash off the bottom. Now, if we'll look at the bottom of the unit, we see here we have rubber tracks on the side. That's basically going to drive it when it's down on the bottom and on the sides. These are going to be your cleaners that are going to clean on the bottom of the pool, on the sides of the pool, up on the water line. So when this thing comes up, it'll actually breach the surface, and this will sit there and run and scrub on the water lines. This is going to be your suction. So it's got a little rubber flap door right there. And again, when this is running, it's going to be pulling all the water through here, keeping this suction down to the bottom and suction to the sides, at the same time circulating water through there and putting everything in the basket. What's doing the brunt of the lifting and the suction are the two large brushless motors that are below these grates right here that basically have blower wheels on them. So you'll see streams of water actually shooting through here. So it's coming from the bottom, shooting through here, circulating through the basket, and it's doing everything with these two large brushless motors here being driven by the onboard lithium battery as well. These are 8,000 gallon per hour motors. So that's how much water is being displaced through these 2 rotors right here, so very powerful motors here that are doing, again, the bulk of the lifting. This little window right here, that's not a solar panel, that's actually kind of the visionary window for the LiFi remote. So it's using light to actually signal the device, and that's kind of what you're aiming for right there. Now, really all we need to do, we have it in the full cleaning mode. We're just going to throw this thing in the pool and let it do its thing. So we're going to go ahead and power this back on. So we're going to select our mode to be the complete pool. So now we're just going to drop this in the pool, and really it's going to do its thing. You've already selected the mode, whether it be on your app or right there from the top of the pool cleaner. And the first thing it's going to do is just go down there. You'll notice a few seconds it's going to sit there. Then you'll notice kind of the rush of the blower motors blowing up, and it's going to probably make a couple of circles and then start literally rendering out the pool. So it's going to figure out the shape of the pool, figure out the walls of the pool, and just go around and literally build itself a 3D rendering of the pool each time it goes in. This only takes a couple of minutes for it to actually go around. It will find the walls, it will make a few circles, it'll run over to the next wall, and so forth. But it's intelligently not just mapping out this pool, but determining how it's going to attack the task at hand, if you will. So you can see it's going up, finding the wall, backing up, turning around, going, finding another wall, and then it's based on which function it's going to do, whether it's going to do the complete pool of the floor, of the walls, of the water line, or it's just doing the walls or water line. It's still going to go through and do a complete rendering of the actual pool structure. So you could literally drop this in another pool tomorrow and it will do the same thing. It doesn't have to be pre-programmed in. It's doing this all with the onboard computing and handling this without having to function or without having to communicate with anything else other than itself to do this. So obviously we're underwater, or it's underwater, so it can't communicate via Wi-Fi or be connected obviously with any type of something on the surface other than with the remote that you can use, and it's using LiFi or like a light detection or laser detection to do that. But that's just for certain commands. Right now it's handling all the intelligence on board itself while it's rendering this. Now you'll see the difference here. It changed from just kind of doing random things, finding the walls and things, and you see it's doing a very specific path, almost like you would see a mower mowing a lawn, an intelligently designed pathway now of covering the bottom of this pool. Now they call this optimal zoning and adaptive cleaning route. So it's literally automatically detecting the pool shape and intelligently setting up zones and areas for targeted cleaning. And each zone is cleaned using an adaptive S-shaped pattern, so much like you would mow a lawn with, maximizing efficiency and thoroughness. You see it's doing a line, it's moving over one spot, and now here we switched and now it's working on the wall. So now it's going to crawl up, it's going to clean all the way up the wall, and then once it gets up to the top of the wall, it's going to clean the water line. So when you're either cleaning the complete pool or you're cleaning the walls and water line, it's going to climb that entire wall, clean the water line, and then move back down, move over, and do another section. So methodically doing this, and not any type of randomness at all when it's cleaning. You see it move down, moved up another spot, move up the wall, clean the water line a little, and then drop back down and do it again. This is actually the water line mode, so you can see it staying up on the water line and moving all the way over, using the jets on board to actually move itself over to clean that water line. Again, same thing here. It moved all the way up, right up that step, got up to the top of the water line, and now it's using the jets to drift over as it's cleaning that water line the entire time. So right now it's just in the water line mode, not doing the walls, not doing the floor, but just focusing on that water line. Now, if we would have had this in the whole pool mode, it would have gone up, cleaned the walls, cleaned the water line, came back down. Now, again, we're in the complete pool mode, and you can see it crawls up this half step, goes back down, moves over, gets another bite at it, moves up the wall. So again, using its intelligence to know where it's at in the pool to make sure it's cleaning every spot. And even on some of these where it will actually climb up the step and then go up the wall there as well, depending on the depth of the pool there. So you can see even the steps are not obstacles to this. It can handle it. And this is pretty unique here in the fact that you see it do that pattern there as it crawls up the wall. And you can set these different patterns in the app as to how you want it to function. But see, again, very specifically, moves up, does an angle shot, goes straight up, comes back down, moves over, does that same jot again, showing you that there's no randomness in this, that it's actually intelligently building the mapping or the run out pattern for cleaning the pool, whether it be cleaning the bottom, cleaning the walls, cleaning the water line, or all of the above. And you can see in this pool here specifically, there's a lot of different curves, a lot of different steps, and it still tackles this absolutely fine, and cleaning debris off the bottom, cleaning any sediment on the walls, and climbing those walls, and even cleaning the water line. Something else it will do is when it's finished the task, so when it's actually finished cleaning, it will actually do poolside parking, where it will crawl up the water line and actually park itself there for like 5 minutes. And it can notify you on the app once it breaches the water. If it's in the Wi-Fi area, it can literally notify you that it's completed its task, and it'll be waiting at the water line for you to grab it and pull it out. Now, even in this murky above ground pool here, we wanted to test out the LiFi remote. So we're going to let it go down and just kind of start its task of automatically cleaning. So it's going to go down. It's going to, again, render the pool and what the pool is and what the structure looks like, map out everything. So we're going to give it a few minutes to do that, and then we're going to jump forward here using the remote to call this back home. And now the Dreame Z1 is cleaning the pool as normal, going through its specified path. And we're going to take the remote here, point at it, hold it for 2 seconds. And once you hold it for 2 seconds, it's going to stop. And then you can command it. This is where you can command it to do a spot clean. We're just going to tell it to come home. So we're going to hit the home button, and we're just going to push it right here. Going to push it. That's sending a light beam to that little panel on the top of the unit. It's going to turn around and actually crawl up the wall so that we can retrieve this and bring it back to charge it or whatever we need to do. Now the Z1 Pro has a working time of about 3 hours or 180 minutes, and it will clean a pool more than 2,000 square feet. Now they have other models available as well. The Z1 Pro normally costs about $2,000. Right now, I believe you can get it at about half price at $999. So if you're interested in a pool cleaner, this is a great option for you. Check it out. We'll have a link in the description if you're interested. The LiFi remote is a great idea because you typically can't communicate with a pool cleaner once it's under the water surface. Wi-Fi does not penetrate through water, but a light source will. And so you just aim this at the unit, hold the play button down for 2 seconds, and then again you can give a command to do a spot cleaning and point it at a certain area, and it will clean that area. So if you have a dirty area, you can do that. Or if you just want to call it home, you can call it back to the water line, take it out, charge it up, or get it out of the pool, whatever you need to do. So check it out for yourselves. Again, it's the Dreame Z1 Pro Robotic Pool Cleaner. Also keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And by all means, if you hated our video, well, give us a thumbs down. But let us know in the comments why. Have a great day and keep smiling.